Hi there, welcome back. My name is Livia, and I'll be continuing on the next part of the game development workshop, helping you to create your Flappy spaceship. So just a quick recap, what you've done is you've drawn your spaceship with your specified color. You've also put in the speed, the gravity. Next thing you've done is creating how to restart or how to die. So if I play this and I click on up arrow key, it will go up. If I let it fall, it will die and restart, meaning it will redraw the spaceship. By the end of this video, you should be able to create your own planets, your own world, and if you crash into the planet, it will restart. So first of all, we have to create your obstacles, which is the planet. And how do we do that? Remember how to store similar things in the container? We call that an array. So in this workshop, I'll be putting all my planets in an array, and all my planets are in the shape of a circle, but they all have different sizes. So over here, I've placed in planets array. This is an empty array on top of my code. And next thing what we want to do is fill in these planets. So planets array is currently empty. We want to create individual planets and put it inside the array. I will be using a function that's called makePlanet to create my planet. So pause this video and think of what we can put over here. Okay, you're back. So what we're going to do is we can create a planet object since there are different attributes that goes with this planet, such as the sizes or even the color. What I'm going to put on my planet is these 4 properties or attributes. X is for the coordinate of the planet. Y is for the y coordinate of the planet. So it goes on X and Y. And the speed of a planet. The last thing is the diameter of the planet, which is the size of the planet. If I put it in a diagram, it will look like this. This will be your X and Y coordinate of the planet, which is the placement of where your planet is. Since D is diameter, I will show how big the planet is. So this is a template to make your planet in your planet function. Planet is an object having X, Y, speed, and D properties. For now, you can put in some numbers and put it in this planet. In the end of this function, we want to return the planet so that we have an object to return to. So coming back to the code, I've put in some random values for all the properties in my planet object, then return the planet object in the end of my makePlanet function. Do you see anything missing here? We haven't specified the shape yet. So over here, I'm going to put in circle. I'll also put in all the inputs such as planet.x, planet.y, and planet.d. So this will specify circle as the shape of the planet. So let's run this. Nothing is showing up yet. That's because we haven't called our function makePlanet. So what we want to do is just on the draw function, let's actually call the makePlanet function. Since makePlanet returns a planet, I will assign it to a new variable called planet, and I am going to add this planet to the array that we had over here. That will be using the push function, planets.push planet. So if we run this code right now, there will be one planet over here. And this planet will keep on drawing on this coordinates. So as you can see, our planet is currently static. So what we can do right now is we can put in random for y. Instead of 90, let's put in the height. So height will be the height of your canvas. Since you want your planets to be on different sizes, let's also put random for this one. So random is a function that will return you a value from 0 up to the value you put in inside the bracket. So over here you have 0 up to 90 choices that it will pick on random. So if I play this, if I run this, it will generate planets with different sizes on the same x coordinate, but on different y coordinates. I will also change the x value into width plus a value, just to make it consistent with the canvas size. The next thing that we want to do is we want to update the planet. In this planet object, I am going to create an update function, and this is to recreate the planet with the new coordinates and size. So just like that, I'm putting the keyword function, and then I'm going to redraw the circle with the new x, the new y, and the new d. So what does this dot means? This is when you want to access the properties within the object, you use this. Whereas when you want to access the properties outside the object, you have to do object.x, such as planet.x. So when do we call the update function? Remember how we made an array of planets at the beginning? We are storing all the planets so we can still access them, and we can go through the array and draw every planet. Remember how to fill in a loop? Since an array have different planets, we will use a loop to go through a... Since the array contains a lot of planets, we will use a loop to access the planet within the array. And this one is how we set up a loop. So think of what we have to put over here. That's the condition. Consists of setting up, condition, and how to continue. If you haven't figured out yet, this is how you put in your loop. So what you want to do is you set I equals 0 as a starting condition, and then you check if I is still less than the size of the array, and then you add 1 to I every time you go back to this loop. For every x, we minus it by speed. That will be the x coordinate. So it will be moving to your left side, whereas dot update will redraw the circle. To update, I'm going back to my draw function. Over here, I've created a planet, push it into the array. For the size of the array, keep on looping and keep on updating. So if I run this, there will be a lot of planets. So I think this is way too many planets, and it's difficult to play this game. So we have to tweak it a little bit, such that we don't want that many planets. I think 50 planets is pretty good. So I am only going to make new planet whenever there is already more than 50 planets. So let's make a new variable called flag, which I put in on top. It's called flag50. Whenever flag is greater than 0, we are going to minus the flag by 1. Like that. Else, we reset the flag into 50. And I'm going to put this over here. Just clean this up a little bit. So if we run this, you can see that there will be planets, not as many as before, showing up at the same time. So if you crash to the bottom and top of the canvas, you'll restart the game, but I can still go through these planets. We're almost done with creating our world, so just a quick recap. We made an array at the beginning for storing all the planets, and to update the planets, we will go through the array to draw every single planet. So this was a template given for you. Remember, the template for loop is we put a setup, a condition, and how to continue. So just like this one, it will print out 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 because it starts I equals to 0 and then you're adding 1 to I until I is equals to 5 or greater than 5, then you will terminate from this loop. So for updating your planets, this is what your for loop will look like, where you change the speed of the planet and then you redraw it. Previously, we had the problem of having too many planets where we created a variable called flag and make it equals to 50. So this was what we did before. Instead of flag, you can make it clone planet to make it more clear. So that's it for this part of the video. In the next video, we'll be making the scoring system and also crashing and restarting the game. So I'll see you in the next video. Good luck!